this is Tamara from mooglyblog.com, and in this video I want to demonstrate the double crochet stitch. In the UK this is called the treble crochet stitch. In the US it's called double crochet, abbreviated DC. Here I have a chain of 12 stitches. To start a row of double crochet, I'm going to yarn over the hook. I'm going to skip the first 3 chains from the hook, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to work into the 4th chain from the hook. You can work into the top or the bottom, it's up to you. I like to work into the bottom. So I insert my hook in that 4th chain from the hook, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over again, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now, depending on what sort of pattern you're working and what the instructions say, the first 3 chains that you skip may count as a double crochet stitch when you're counting stitches for the row. Sometimes they don't. You'll need to look closely at the pattern that you're following to determine which is which. On to the next stitch. I yarn over, go into the next chain, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. That's another double crochet. Let's do another one. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next chain, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. And that's a double crochet. Now here, depending on the pattern I'm following, I might have 3 double crochets, or if they count that first chain 3, I might have 4. Let's go ahead and go to the next row. In order to create the height I need for the next row, I can chain 3 and count that as my first double crochet for the next row, or depending on the pattern, I might just chain 2. If I chain 3 and count this as my first double crochet, then I'll yarn over, and instead of going back into that first stitch, I'll go ahead and move to the second one in the row and count that chain 3 there as the first double crochet of the row. Then I will continue to double crochet across, pull through 2, pull through 2, and because I've been counting that first chain 3 as a stitch, I'll go ahead and make my last double crochet of the row right into the top, the last chain there right at the top of that chain 3. Pull through 2, pull through 2. So we had, since we're counting those first little chains, we're counting this as 4 double crochets in the first row and 4 double crochets in the second. Now, if you're following a pattern that does not count the chain as a double crochet, then most likely you're actually going to start just by chaining 2. Then, to work that kind of row, when you yarn over, rather than going to the next stitch, you'll go right back down into that first stitch of the row. Pull through 2 and pull through 2. And then that'll count as your first double crochet as the row. You won't count that chain 2. Then you'll continue to double crochet as you normally would across the row, just making sure each row, especially when you're just getting started, that you count and make sure you've got the same number of stitches in each row. Here, because in the previous row the chain 3 did count as a stitch, I would work right back into the top of it just like we did for the first row. Pull through 2 and pull through 2. Now if I were to make a 4th row, because that chain 2 does not count as a double crochet, I would work my 4 stitches and I would not work into the top of that chain 2. I would let that just kind of hang off the side. And that's the basics of the double crochet stitch. Thanks for watching.